Back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're going to dive into a top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, and we're going to work down to the lower time frames, and let's see if we find any levels or any setups that we might be able to use to do a big flexing move here. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, and always do your own research and trade at your own risk. All right, let's hit the charts. Let's see what we got today. Yesterday we left off where I was telling you guys we're going to be ranging between 82,000 as support, and if we break that, we could possibly be seeing 80k, 77k, 74k. And according to this monthly chart, which looks bearish due to the stochastic RSI, it still looks like we have room to come down. And I do have the monthly candles here in a falling wedge, which is bullish, but meanwhile, until it fully plays out, we could still drop. There's a 63k level here that I'm a little bit afraid about, so that's the bearish news right there. But I think we might be going higher before we go lower. Let's take a look at the weekly right now, and the weekly, I'm liking the stochastic RSI. They're a little bit low here, so if we are able to come up, we should be testing this resistance of the 21-day moving average, which is currently at 92,747. Let's call it 93k. So that's honestly where I see Bitcoin going in the short term. Could be next week, could be this week. We'll see what happens. You know, sometimes patterns might not play out as fast as we want to, depending on news that happens. The pattern could look lovely, and all of a sudden some crazy news comes out and your pattern's not gonna work no more. Like for example, today everything was not looking so bad, and then all of a sudden Jerome Powell came out and said that they don't plan on cutting the interest rates anytime soon. A lot of stocks went down. Bitcoin was hovering around 83. I think I might have went to 82,900 for like a little bit. And now, you know, it's looking a little bit better. We're coming up. So always take that into account. Now, let's take a look at the daily chart, and something that I see here in the daily chart that looks a little bit bullish to me is right here. This kind of looks like a little flag to me. And if this ends up being a flag, let's see, let's test out here what the move could be. I'm gonna do a conservative move. I'm gonna do it from the top of this wick. Usually I'll do this whole stick. You know what, let's do this whole stick. And let's see where this puts us. We could see ourselves, here we go, at 93k, pretty much. The only thing that I don't like about this is that the stochastic RSI is a little bit toppy. We could start rolling over like we did here. But hopefully, maybe for this move could happen, maybe we'll drag out a little bit here and then we'll retest. The thing is, we're below the 200-day moving average. Hopefully, we could break through that. And as we go up to 93, then the stochastics start falling, and then we'll retest the 200-day moving average and maybe stay above it this time. Let's see. Another thing that I was also seeing, apart from that flag, is this could also end up being inverted head and shoulders. I'm seeing here as well, if we could play out this right shoulder, and if that also breaks out, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a similar move. Let me do the neckline to the head, and we put that up here more or less. Let's say like right here. That ends up giving us like 94. So like I said, 93 looks like it's in the cards. That's something that definitely could play out, hopefully. So we have to give it time and let's see what ends up happening. Now, the 12-hour chart, this is already looking a little bearish, like we have to come down a little bit. We have this indecision candle happening here in the 12-hour chart. Yesterday, I spoke about this red engulfing candle. We came back up here with this one, and we ended up coming all the way up today to 85,500, which was bullish, but now we dropped back down. So we have to see if we could make it out of here. Maybe this one starts dragging, but if it starts falling down, we're probably going to retest, like I was saying, the 21-day moving average, which is right now at 81,937, so about 82k. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. And yesterday we left off, I was thinking that this could have been a double top, and this probably could have bring us down all the way to the 50-day moving average at 82. We did break the 21-day, and I said we needed to hold the 200-day moving average. It's okay if we go a little bit below, but we have to recover right away. And you can see here in this red candle, we went under it for like a little bit. We dropped down, yeah, to 82,900, but we've been able to recover today. I'm not liking this one here. This little red candle, I'm not liking it, but we are currently exactly at the 21-day moving average, which is 84,435, a little bit below, but we have room here to grow, to go up on the stochastic RSI. So it's possible that we could continue going up. Something that kind of does look bearish to me is that this could be a head and shoulder pattern. Yesterday I thought it might have been an M, a double top, and it didn't work out, but this could play out. And if this ends up playing out, let me see, from the top of this wick, let's say to the neckline, you know, more or less give you an idea of something that could possibly play out. This could bring us down to 80K. The only reason why I think maybe this won't play out like that is just because the stochastic here looks like it wants room to go up. But notice how here we never went all the way up, we fell down. Here we never went all the way up, we fell down. Is that going to happen here again? Again, the most important thing right now is that we must stay above the 200-day moving average. And if we go below, we have to try to come up as fast as we possibly can. Okay, let's move over to the 1 hour chart. And for the 1 hour chart, yesterday we were like around here, and I was telling you, don't be surprised if we go all the way down to the 200-day moving average is 82,716. We didn't make it there today. I think yesterday we made it to 82,716 or sometime today, but we're close enough to the 200-day moving average. This stochastic never went all the way down, so this played in our favor where it looks like we're covering up. We are above the 21-day moving average. That's bullish, so it does look like we might get a spike up and maybe retest this wick. Let's see if we can reclaim this wick and pass through it this time around. If not, I could see us at least going up to this wick, and we'll see from there. Now on the 15-minute, this looks bearish, like we're going down. We're below the 200, and we're, you know, holding support here with the 21-day moving average, which is 255. Hopefully we don't continue breaking down from here. So guys, what I could tell you is right now I'm seeing like we're going to continue going sideways. It's going to be the same thing as yesterday. We need to hold above the 4 hour 200 moving average, which is at 83. Hopefully we don't go below 82 or even 80K, or we might be having this play out on the monthly where we go all the way down to 63. That's possible. Right now, for me, I'm playing still this 4 hour. Yesterday we talked about how this is a possible inverted head and shoulders. This is the head, this is the shoulder, and we said that if this plays out, it goes to 93. I see the stochastic low here. So as long as we stay above the 200, I'm still going to be playing this play up to about 93. Again, 93 is the measured move. That doesn't mean you have to wait until 93. I like to take profits before. If I see 88, I might get out there. I might get out at 87. I might even get out at 86,500, but the measured move is 93. It all depends at that time when it's breaking out, how are the charts looking, and then that will give me more confidence either to get out or to stay in. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. See you in the next chart.